John, my son Christ Paul, which means horn in the Hebrew. Sorry. Layashal, which means to Israel. My son Christ. Saw, which I imagine, which means to stand. Saw upon your hakodam, which means turn to face the east. Going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakotka, Taba'ah, Ratzaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kowa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Natalanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawatnawa, Kasalakanawa, Tabwatkinawa, Wala, Tabiayanawa, Bansaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Watapara, Lavalamya, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. So, which means to turn. I imagine, which means to be seated. Salaki, Yeshabim, which means to be seated. God, we're going to get started. We're in Psalms, the 8th chapter, 1st verse. Salaki, Babu Kashar, bear with me. Let me just get this. I'm using the interlinear for confusion, to lessen the confusion. Those who are using an actual Tanakh, what you'll read in the English, Salaki, pass me the sugar, Babu Kashar. The white. What you'll read in the English, you will be a bit confusing because they line the numbers up a bit differently. They actually either combine or make the description, like to the chief musician upon Gittith, a psalm of David. They make that a verse, or in the interlinear, they're nice enough to combine it with verse 1. So it makes it a bit simpler, so the verses don't get more confused. Bob Kashab, bring me the 1611 when you get a chance. You got a second if you need it. All right, so I'm gonna start so we can finish this off quickly. Lamanatazak, Io, Ha Gathiath, Mazama War, La Dawada, Yahweh Adan Yanawa, Ma Adayar, Shamak Bakal, Ha Aratza, Ashar, Tana, Ha Wada, Dak, Io, Ha Shemayim, Maria, I Walayam, Waya Nakwayam, Yasadak, Ais, Lamayim, Tazawar Rar Yuka, Lahashab Yath, Awayab, Wa Matanakwam, Kaya, Ara'a, Shamayak, Ma'aishaya, Atazabai Yuka, Yarak, Wa Kawakab Ashar, Kawananath, Ma Anawash, Kaya, Tazakar Nawa, Zakar Nawa, not the water. Tazakar Nawa, Waban Adam, Kaya, Tapakwad Nawa, hour. Nawa is usually hour. Zakar is remember or be mindful. wa takasar wa takasara wa ma'ai ma'alahayim wa kabawad wa hadar ta'aitara wa Itar is crown, Itara is tiara, right, for a sister. Damasha Yalawa, Bama Aishia, Yadayak, Islaki, Yadiaka, Kal, Shata, Takaf, Regalia, Regal is feet. Tazana, Alapium, Kalam, Wagam, Bahamawaf, Shadia. In the English, O Lord our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. Who has set thy glory above the heavens? Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength because of thine enemies, that thou mightest still the enemy and the avenger. 3. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars, which thou hast ordained. What is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visitest him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor. Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet, all sheep and all oxen, yea, and the beast of the field. So this will basically let you know we are not all God's creatures. We're above the animals. Right? Humans have dominion over the earth. Right? So we're going to finish off this chapter. So that was 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going into 5. Okay. 8. This is Psalms 8 and 8. Tazapawar, Shamayam, Wadagya, Hayam, Ibar, Arakawath, Yum, Yahweh, Adan, Yanawa, Ma, Adayar, Shamka, Bakal, Ha'arataza. Oh, really? Salakia. Bear with me 1 sec. This is 9 and 1. Lamanatazak, Mawath, Laban, Mazamawar, La Dawada, Awada, Yahweh, Bakal, Labaya, Asapara, Akal, Slakia, Asapara, Kal, Napala, Awaf, Yuka, Ashamaka, Wa'ayl Lataza, Baka, Azamara, Shamka, Al Yawan, verse 3, Bashawab, Awayabya, Akawar, Yakashalwa, Waya Abadwa, Mapanyaka, Kaya, Aishayath, Ma Shapat, Wa Dayanya, Ya Shabbat, La Kasa, Shawapat, Tazadah. 5. Ga'irath, Khan, Gaya, Abadath, Rashai, Shamam, Makayath, La Iwalam, Iwad. Salakia, Wa'ai. Salakia. This is 8 and 8 in English. The fowl of the air and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passeth through the paths of the sea. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. There's 9 and 1. I will praise thee, O Lord, O Yahweh, with my whole heart. I will show forth all my marvelous works, all thy marvelous works too. I'll be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. 3. When mine enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. 4. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou sattest at the throne, sattest in the throne, judging right. 5. Thou hast rebuked the heathen. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put out their name forever and ever. Nobody ever talks about these verses in the Bible, about God causing destruction. Right back into the Hebrew. Ha-awayab tamawa karabwath. Interesting destructions that comes from karab, which is sword. I'm going to look into that further. Lanatazak wa irayam natashash Slakia Abad Zakaram Hama 7 wa Yahweh la Iwalam Yashab Kawanan la Mashapat Kasaawa wa Hawa Yashapat Tabal Batazadak Yadayan Laamayam Bamayasharyam Nan wa Yahweh Shagab Ladaka Ladak Mashagab Laaitawath Batazara 10 Wayabatakwa Baka Yawadaiya Shamka Kayala Izabath Darash Yuka Yahweh 11 Zamarwa La Yahweh Yeshab Tazayawan Hagayadwa Ba'anya Al Yalaw Wafyawa. Verse 12 Kaya Darash Damayam Awatam Zakar La'a Shakak Taza'ikwa Aina Yayam Ka Aina Wayam Kwa. There's 5 and 12. There's 6 and 12. O thou enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities. Their memorial is perished with them, but the Most High shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. The Most High also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. For thou, Most High, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. Sing praises to the Most High, which dwell in Zion. Declare among the people his doings. 12. When he maketh inquisition for blood, he remembereth them. He forgetteth not the cry of the humble. Okay, Most High in Christ. We're going to get back into this. This is the fourth set, right? Khan. Kanananya Yahweh. Ra'ah Anya Mashana'aya Marawamaya Masha'aya Mawath Lamain Asapara Kal Tahalath Yaka Basha'aya Bath Tazayoan, Agayala, Bayashawa Iska, 15, Taba Iowa, Gawayam, Bashakat, Aishua, Aishua, Barashas, Zoa, Tamanya, Tamanawa, Nalakada, Ragalam, 16, Nawadai, Yahweh, Mashapat, Aisha, Pile, Kapawaya, Kapayawa, Salakia, Nawakwash, Rashai, Hagayawan, Salah, Yashawabwa, Rasha'ayam, Lasha'awala, Kal, Goyam, Shakak, Ya, Alahaya, 18. Kaya La'a, Lanatazak, Yashakak, Abayawan, Takwawath, Ainawayam Ka, Ainayam Kwa, Ta'abad La'ai, 19. Kwawama, Yahawa al Ya'ait, Anawash, Yashapatwa, Goyam Ayo, Panayaka. You said that's the last verse? So 13. Have mercy upon me, O Yahweh, O Most High. Consider my trouble, which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou that liftest me up from the gates of death, that I may show forth all thy praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I rejoice in thy salvation. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid is their own foot taken. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Salaki. 16. The Most High is known by the judgment which he executed. Meaning, you know God did it. Because you went against the Most High and you dropped dead. You went against the Most High, thought it was a good idea to put it on Facebook, and you dropped dead. Right. And if you think that was anything other than God, you stupid. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegayon Salah. Right? I saw some video about some slut crying on the internet about how a man gave her an STD. You're a slut. What do you think happens when you have sex with multiple sex partners? You end up with a sexually transmitted disease. Right? That's what that's talking about. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget the power. What is that talking about? You'll be put into a lower state for forgetting that the God of Israel once saved us from Egypt, and he will do it again. Right? 18. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Yahweh. Let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Okay, so 20, let me skip down to 6. Okay. This is verse 20. Shayata, Yahweh Mawara, Laham, Yadaiwa, Goyam, Nawash, Hama, Salah. This is Salakia. This is 10 and 1 now. 10 and 1. Lama Yahweh Ta'imad Barakawat Ta'il Yum La Aitawaf Batazara 2. Baga'awaf Rashai Yadalak Anya, Yata Pashwa, Bamazamawa, Zawa, Kashamwa, Kaya, Halal, Rashai, Ayo, Tawath, Napashwa, Wabatazai, Barak, Naataza, Naataza, Yahweh, Rashai, Kagaba, Abwa, Bal, Yadarash, Ayan, Alahayam, Kal, Mazamawa, Viewer, 5, Yahayel, Yakayal, Darakwa, Ka, Darakyawa, Bakal, Ai, Marawab, Marwam, Mashapat Yaka, Managadwa, Kal, Tazawarar, Yawa, Yapayak, Baham, 6, Amar, Balawo, Bal, Amawat, Ladar, Wadar, Ashar, La'a, Barai. All right. So this is 20 and 9 and 20. Put them in fear, O power, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Meaning, you want to ask the Most High to put the nations to fear that they are just men. Because today, they think they are God. The nations think they are better than us. They are better than God himself, and they're not. And he's asking God to show that to them. Right? This is Psalms 10 and 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Most High? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Most High abhorreth. 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the power. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above, out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Okay? Meaning what? This is our oppressor, and this is just sinners in general. Sinners have so much pride, they think that they know everything. Like everything is going, like they have all the answers. Like I said, some woman thinks that all of her plans can be solved by plan B or different types of contraception. Right? Salaki? Probably, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Different types of contraception. Right? But what you don't plan for is that you're doing all these things to stop from getting a baby. You're going to end up with an STD. And let me tell you something right. You're not them. This is something I don't understand for the life of me, how adults can't understand this concept. You are not them. You do not have the same parents as them. You do not have the same financial obligation as them. You do not have the same life as them. You are not them. You see them being stupid, selling drugs, but you're the one who's going to go to jail. These sisters, like that sister is like any other sister that's trying to be a fast, loose woman, right? Because she sees all the other women on OnlyFans. She's the one with the STD now. You're not them. This is a concept you should have learned from your parents. Everybody else is doing it while you're not them. You're going to get a punishment because I'm your parent. And that's a problem we don't understand. We need to understand we're not everybody else. When we see other people benefit off evil, that doesn't mean we can do it. Right? John. Right? So I just finished that. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. America thought the same thing until somebody tried to hijack the plane and drew it through a skyscraper. Right? What's called our economy is the greatest in the world until a few people started coughing in China. Now the global economy is destroyed. Let me finish this off because we got to get out of here. 10 and 7. Allah payawa mala wa maramawas wa taka la shawana wa shlakia la shawan wa aimal wa awan yashab bama arab katazarium bama satarium yaharag nakwaya ayan yo lakalaka yatazapanwa ya arab bamasata ka araya basaka ya arab la kata wap anya ya kata anya bama shakwa barashatwa na 10 wadaka yadaka kwa yashak wanapal ba'aitazawam wa kalaka ayam kayalkwa ka ayam kwa 11 amar balabua shakak Allah ha satya panyawam bal ra lanatazak 12 kwawama yahawa al nasha'a yadka al tashakak aina yayam ka ainawayam kwa 13 ayo ma naataza rashai alahayam amar balabwa la'a tadarash. So that was what I saw in English. Oh, yes, 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. What's the secret places? The courtroom. What's the secret places? The sister that got raped in the holding cell. Right? His eyes are privily set against the poor, private. Right? Nobody goes to town hall meetings, so nobody sees what these politicians and your Christian pastors get together and scheme up to destroy you. Right? 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. 10. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He humbleth himself. Joe Biden just seems like a stupid, ignorant old man. His family is one of the biggest 3 thieves in Washington. Right? 11. He hath said, and the same with Hillary and Bill, they put themselves small. Though I'm just a white guy who plays saxophone and smokes weed. Hillary, we made a mistake. I apologize. It was wrong for us to call your entire race super preppers. Right? We did something wrong. Can you still give me this job, though? Right? 11. He hath said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. 12. Arise, O Most High, O power, lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble. 13. Wherefore doth the wicked contempt God? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. Meaning he's not going to ask back what you've done to the poor, what you've done to the needy, what you've done to Israel. But he will. And that was General Hyman's class. You can't treat any type of people any type of way. You can't treat God's children any type of way and think there isn't a punishment.
Right.
And that's what the class was about Thursday. Right? There's some coffee I made, sir, if you wanted some. Yeah, come. I understand. And that's what his class was about. His class was about showing like there is a punishment for your actions. You cannot do what you want and think God won't require it of you. And here's the dangerous thing. I would rather it be required of me today. Can you imagine coming into the world, by the time you're 5, you're a molestation victim? Like you're a molestation victim. By the time you're 25, a series of unfortunate events has led to you being a felon with 3 strikes, living in a box. And you're just crying saying, why did this happen to me? And it's nothing you did. It's something you did in a past life. Be mindful of what you do. You can get away scot-free. Today, tomorrow, you don't want to be that guy tomorrow. You don't want to be the stupid idiot rapist who says, I got away with it. I pray for you, honestly, for what God's going to do to you in the reincarnation. Because he will get his get back. Right? This is the last set, right?
Come on, sir.
Start in verse
14.
Yeah, 14. Ra'ata, Kaya, Ata, Aimal, Wakais, Tabayat, Latat, Bayakdak, Alyaka, Ya'izab, Kalaka, Yatawam, Ata, Hayaya, Iwazar, Shabar, 15. Shabar, Zarwai, Rashai, Warai, Tadar Wash, Rashaiwa, Bal, Tamatazah, Yahweh, Malak, Iwala, Wa'ai, Abadwa, Gaya, Ma'aratazah, Tawa, Ainawaya, Shamai, Yahweh, Takayan, Labam, Takwash Yab, Takwashayab, Azanka, Lashapat, Yatawam, Wadak, Bal, Yawasayab, Iwad, La'ai Rataza, Anawash, Man, Ha'arataza, 19, Salakia. So that's 11. 11 and 1. What's my last verse?
The last verse is Psalm chapter 11, verse 2.
11 and 2. All right. La manatazak, la dawada, ba Yahweh, ka sayafya, ayak, ta amarwa, la napashwa, nawadawa, nawadayakwa, harakam, tazapawar. Verse 2. Kaya hana, harashayam, yadarak, 1. Kwashaf, Kawananwa, Katazam, Io, Yathar, Layarawaf, Bawa, Apal, Layashar, Laban. Okay? Salaki, let me just finish this off. 14. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite to requite it with thy hand. The poor committeth himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked. Meaning what? The verse 14. Meaning he's going to hold you accountable for the evil that you do. He sees the mischief that goes on. Right? Break down the arm of the wicked and the evil men. Who's the evil man? Our oppressor. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. Meaning what? Every evil thing our oppressor has ever done to us, David is asking you to look into it. 16. The Most High is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. Right? The heathens are going to have a sore day in this day. The Most High, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear. 18. To judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. 11. This is Psalms 11:1. In the Most High I put my trust. How say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to your milk? 2. For lo, the wicked bend their bow. They make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart. Right? And that's what they do. Our oppressors, those that hate us, try to strike at us. Why? Because they do not like us. People try to, we don't say anything that's necessarily wrong. We're about to probably, a lot of brothers are about to speak about Mother's Day. We don't hate mamas.
Right.
Right? But people want to shoot at us. People try to get us off corners. Why? Because they're wicked. The same people. Here's what we're teaching you. Honor your mother and father. You have to take, I'm teaching you that you have to take your mother to the doctor. You are ordained by God that you have to do that. But because I also say you don't have to give your mother a gift, and she's selfish for asking for one and withholding love for it, I'm evil. Right? And that's the problem. Okay? People want to consider that. All right? And with that, hold on one second. I'm not sure. Up here. All right. Shapar, which means horn. Yagan, which means wine. Laya Sha'ala, which means to Israel. Shapar once again, which means horn. Okay. That I imagine, which means to stand. Sawa Panya Hakodam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Ayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Balakwaska. Taba'ah. Tzaka. Ayah. Aisha. Baratiza. Tuwa. Ayah. Shemayim. Tanana. Sam. Call. The one. What's locking out? Walking out. That's locking out. Walking out. Wala. Sabi ayon out. Para sa one. A ball. A shine out. A yan. Rod. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Paala. Tavara. Lavalamium. Amen. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, and we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Abkushah, Atalanah, Hakak, Lava'ah, Kamakalah, Kamarawa, Hakak, Latahah, Hamatazariah, Hakak, Lahakwim, Hamathim, Hakak, Arakawa, Tama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the water Aman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the leper. Power to raise the dead. Power to against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahahaya. Ayan. Yalah. Isaiah. Isaiah mine. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Waratiza. Aliyatan. Ramawash. Regalka. Aliyanawam. Shamarka. Analaha. Yanawam. Walaha. Yayishan. Shamamah. Yashral. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Aliyah. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashemah. La'ah. Yakaka. Layarak. Layala. Yahweh. Yashemarka. Kalrai. Yashemah. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashemah. Tazazka. Mawaka. Aitha. I will love. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hill. From whence cometh my help? My help comes from your house. Carnal counsel. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. All right, Saul, you need to turn.
No. Get it. That's it. You gotta get it. You gotta go. Let's go.
Salute. How about Shabbat Shabbat with thought? Let's go. Everybody to the camp banner, right?